Hey guys, Rich from Rich Mid Gaming. Hope everyone is doing fantastically well, and welcome to this another daily Marvel Snap video. This time we're going to be taking a look at a deck that I've only just recently had access to. I only just picked out Magneto, I think yesterday or the day before, and it's a variation of a deck that I saw I think a week or so ago, maybe a couple of days ago, by TLSG. I'll put a link down in the description below to his YouTube channel. You should definitely check him out. Learn loads of stuff about Marvel Snap from him. He's great. I think, and if you get a deck from somewhere else, you should give credit where credit's due. I have made a couple of alterations to this deck, however. I have included Nightcrawler. I can't remember for the life in me who I didn't bring instead of, but you'd be quite surprised to see, guys, that we are not running multiple man in this deck. We've got a couple of different win conditions, and again, we always talk about how it's really important to have multiple win conditions. So first of all, we've got Vulture. If we can move Vulture about twice, he goes up to a 313. Very, very strong indeed. Obviously, if we move anyone around, Miles is going to cost us just one, which again can be really, really nice. Craven as well, obviously going to work really well with either Magneto or with Heimdall. We've also got Dagger, who can be really, really potent. 2 power for each card that your opponent has in that location when they move. We've obviously got Angela. She's just too good to pass up on, and then a mixture of other movement cards to help us get some shenanigans in there. I've got to say, guys, movement is the one kind of trait, if you like, where I do struggle the most. I think it's the probably type of gameplay that does take the most level of understanding of orders, of turns, of where things are going to end up, because you can sometimes find yourself playing the wrong card, things moving in the wrong order and not ending up where you want to be. But let's jump over to Marvel Snap and let's play 3 games and see how we get on, and hopefully a positive cube outcome. So let's go check out some games. Okay guys, going into game number 1 with the new movement deck with those two 6 costs in there. And the idea being is that more often than not we're going to get one of them, and they do very, very different things. I do like that we've got this Iron Fist out. Not a fan of this Mindscape, because it does mean unless they put down a storm, we don't have a storm, but unless they put a storm down here, we are going to miss out on our turn 6 play. So we need to be playing in such a way where we are not reliant on those big moves at the end of the turn. That, however, is a very, very good card for us indeed. So we are going to start. We are going to put down Angela first of all, and then we're going to probably play Iron Fist and Human Torch on this side here. That will activate Spider-Man there as well. Now we can't play cards after turn 4 here. So that's something we need to bear in mind. Let's make sure we get the order of this right. So we're going to put Iron Fist down first, then we're going to put Human Torch, which will knock Human Torch into the middle, doubling his power, and then getting +2 from Kunlun as well, and then Nightcrawler, because he can move over to here as well. So let's see what we get. So yep, Human Torch moves over. I don't believe that actually procs Angela either, which is a little bit annoying, but that 8 power from that move was very much worth it. Very much worth it indeed. Let's go with, I think what we're going to do is put down our Miles here, and then we're going to move our Nightcrawler over here, and we're almost going to ignore, well, we are going to ignore the Kiln. We're really going to focus in on this here. So we're going to put Cloak down, and then we've got both, we've got Human Torch that we can bring over again. It frees up some space for us here. We can bring Nightcrawler over as well. Maybe even Miles. Let's see who we draw in the next cards. Okay, so they've got a Destroy deck. It's pretty standard. They've taken this point here, so they've taken the right point. It's whether or not we can do enough in these two locations. One of my biggest concerns at the moment is going to be around Human Torch and a potential Killmonger, which is just going to wipe out all of this. But I think we have to risk it. So we're going to go Human Torch, we're going to go Nightcrawler, and we're going to go Spider-Man here. Dagger is going to move. Oh, Dagger is going to move here, more just to buff Angela up than anything else. They've got a Black Panther as well. This is not looking good. See, if this wasn't the kill, we could have had Magneto in here. It would have pulled everything over to this one side. Let's see what we end up with. Okay, well, we have managed to pull a couple of cards, and one in particular that I think is going to be worth us risking, because it's only for one cube, but I think risking us playing. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to drop the Arnim Zola down in the middle here. That will destroy Angela. It will can't put one here, but it will put one on this side here. My other thought process is, do they have an Odin? Probably not. We can't really do anything else here. So that's the only play. And I think in this situation, when it's a 50-50 shot, I'm happy doing that when it's a and it's only 1 or 2 cubes. So let's see what we get. What we're going to get. Okay, so they have moved over there. That's fine. That gives us another target. And there we go, guys. That was actually the best thing they could have done for us, because we went from a 50-50 shot, because Dagger wasn't going to be enough with just that one power that she had. But by bringing Miles over, it meant that we had a 7 threat and we had a 5 threat, I think it was. At the tower actually was 7 as well, because Arnim Zola was in there. So yeah, really nice win. That 50-50 was definitely worth it. Magneto definitely wasn't their right play there. I think I would have been far more... If it was me, they had my Odin in hand, I think. I'm pretty sure they did. Maybe they didn't. I can't exactly remember. But yeah, definitely wasn't the right play there. But a good win. 2 cubes. And let's move on to game number 2. Okay, guys, going into game number 2. And I would say that we got a little bit lucky there. But in the end, it was a 1 in 3. Which is quite nice. So we've got some good movement cards early doors. We want to get this Vulture out. A little concerned about here. I think what we're going to do is Dagger. I think we're going to put Dagger here. My thought process being is that they're more likely going to try and fill this up first. Okay, so we're going to go Craven and we're going to go Human Torch. Let's end that there. My idea being here is that I'm going to play... See what we get here first of all. Mr. Negative. Now that is not particularly good for us because... Oh, it's only in the deck. Okay, so it's only in the deck. So that is not too bad. It would have been nice because if we'd have had Iron Fist there... I think we play Vulture this turn. Do we play Vulture this turn? I get Mr. Negative, they get a Crossbones. Delightful. A 4-8. Swapping that around is most frustrating. I think we are going to... I think we're going to drop the cloak. We're going to drop the Iron Fist here. We're going to bring these two over. Okay, so they are going a destroy deck. I do want to try and fill this up, and I think this could be one of our win conditions to get the raft. And we can do that this turn by being able to move over these two, which is nice. Obviously, Nightcrawler, there's no value for us there. What we are going to do is place Vulture here and move him over as well. These guys are going to get some good value. Hopefully they drop some more cards down in here prior to Dagger moving over. That would be nice. But we shall see. We can then use Doctor Strange to pull over. Who will it be? We're going to have 1, 2, so it'll be 6 on Craven. It'll go up to 4 on Human Torch. At the moment, it's only going to go up to 3 on Dagger. Still waiting for him here. Sambook 15. Okay, cool. That is really nice for us. Now we do get a 0 cost Heimdall. Very nice. However, let's have a little think here. So we have this tied up. We do have this tied up. However, what I'm thinking is, if we pull Doctor Strange here, let's have a little think about this. So if we go Doctor Strange here, that's going to pull Dagger over, giving her 1 extra. We then play Heimdall, which will push Vulture over, giving Craven more. So that's pretty much locking this side down. That would give us 8. Yeah, I think that's the play. So we go Strange into Heimdall into... We need to leave a gap. There's no reason to not play these guys, I suppose, there, just in case. Yeah, I think that's probably the move. I think I'm fairly confident with it. I may have worked it out completely wrong. We shall see. Negative is going to come over, which will be -1. So Dagger moves over. She's going to get +6, which is very nice. That's really good. Heimdall, we're going to move Vulture over to this side, which is going to win this location. 24, 26. Now, it all depends on what we have here. Not going to be enough for this, for Miles or Nightcrawler to take this out. Hulk is big. Leader is fine. That's 8 cubes, guys. That is 8 cubes. And apologies, I'm a little bit quiet there trying to work it out, but that's what I'm talking about. The order of things and the order in which you move things is really, really important. If we'd have just dropped Spider-Man here, we wouldn't have had enough room to pull Dagger over, which then meant that Vulture wouldn't kick back over to the other side. And you can see there that the win was only by 4 in the middle, so we absolutely needed that extra 6 there that Dagger gave us when these guys came in. So yeah, really nice win. That is 10 cubes, 10 or 12 cubes up, something like that. But 2 wins. Let's jump into the third and final game and see if we can make it 3 out of 3. Okay guys, going into game number 3, let's see if we can make it a clean sweep. Darkology we're coming up against. Everybody seems to have this Black Panther. Not as keen on this setup here. Baxter building to start out with. I think at the moment, I'm just going to leave it there. Don't want to show my hand too early. Misty Knight, a card you definitely don't see a huge amount. Raptors are not good for us. Do not like to see them. I think we're going to put Dagger here, however, because there's already 2 Raptors here. So if we can move her over, that's going to put her up to a 2-5, which, you know, is quite nice. They're going with Shocker. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get a Patriot. Cards here have 1 power. That's okay. I think we play the Strange. It's going to pull Dagger over. It's going to put her up to, yeah, that 5. And we've got another chance to do that here as well. And because of that Baxter building, it's important we get some power over to this side. Definitely not in a snapping location. Xandar, they're taking full, making full use of it with Mr. Sinister there. We are going to go up to a 2-5 there, which is nice. That does unlock Miles, which is also nice as well. It's whether or not we get some of these 1 threats out. Gives us a few options. Just these Raptors have not great. They're probably good for them because it looks like they're going to go down the route of no special abilities. And yeah, everyone's going to work really well for them on that one. Okay, so we've got the Vulture, and we also have the either the Magneto or... So these two move over to here, which I'm not a huge fan of. But that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, that'd be 5. That's 10 at the moment. Plus if we move at least going up to 14. But it's whether or not we need Dagger over there if we have Heimdall over there. I think we're just going to play Vulture here at the moment. It gives us some options. Dagger's not going to move. I think the play... The play may just be... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's not enough. He's a 5 threat. And it's only 3s and 4s. That's a 2. She's a 1. It's only, there's nobody at the moment who's eligible for this, but he is our highest scoring 1. We're going to move Nightcrawler to here. Magneto's going to drop here. We're definitely not snapping on this. Not much confidence in this whatsoever. This could be a W depending on what they pull here. We've got the middle. We've got the win condition, guys. There we go. Okay. Well, there we go, guys. Another 2 cubes. That's putting us up to either 14 or 16. I can never remember. But more importantly, 3 wins. And the thing I wanted to really demonstrate with this deck was how important it is to choose the option in which you do things. That's really the main thing about this deck. But let me know what you think, guys, in the comment section down below. It is unusual to see a movement deck without that sort of combination of multiple man and Hulkbuster. But I really like this sort of different style where you've got either Magneto or Heimdall that you can choose from, because sometimes pushing everyone over one to the left just isn't the right answer. And as you saw there, it most definitely wasn't. If we'd have done that, we wouldn't have found a win condition. We would have ended up losing. And Magneto, you know, bringing in a 6-12 is very, very nice. And you can pair in very nicely with Craven for an end move as well. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comment section below, guys. There'll be a link down to this deck in the description below as well. If you did like the video, please do leave a like. It really, really does help. If you want to support us even further, we do have our Patreon up and running, and we also have a Discord, details of which you can find down in the description below. And as always, it leaves me with just enough time to say stay well, keep safe, and until next time, bye for now.